This is Tank's Vlog, brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the weekly podcast that's available on iTunes and SoundCloud. So, check. This week we did a football preview with Jerry Thornton. So check it out. He is, of course, with Barstool Sports, and has recently wrote the book 5 Rings on the Patriots Dynasty. Oh, Jacob deGrom. You know, Jacob deGrom at one point just gonna snap. He's just gonna snap. You know, he's got this microscopic ERA. He's allowing 1.6. It's like 1.6 something now. He allows 1 run again today, and he doesn't get a decision. Now, the game is not over yet because the rains came, and it's tied 1-1 in extra innings. They'll resume the game at noon. But how does it get to 1-1? The Mets did have a 1-0 lead, and then Jay Bruce is not used to playing first base. A bullet gets hit by him. He's not able to field the ball, so that puts the tying run at third, and then he scores on a sac fly. Meanwhile, the Mets only run. They're 1 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Jeff McNeil hits a triple that scrapes the wall. I mean, an inning earlier would have been probably in a home run, but the wind shifted. So he gets a triple, leadoff triple. The Mets hit a couple of bullets, so maybe that was some bad luck. But they can't get him in. They get chance after chance after chance, and the one guy who drives in the run is Jacob deGrom himself. I mean, he's got to do everything. Everything. It's like that old cartoon. First baseman, Jacob deGrom. Second baseman, Jacob deGrom. Shortstop, Jacob deGrom. Third baseman, Bugs Bunny. Left field, Jacob deGrom. Center field, Jacob deGrom. Right field, Jacob deGrom. Catcher, Jacob deGrom. And pitching, Jacob deGrom. I mean, that might be the way to make the Mets better. Is like the Bugs Bunny cartoon. Have Jacob deGrom play every position. Clone him. Yankees, meanwhile, they bounced back from a poor Monday night showing and got a walk-off home run by Neil Walker to beat the White Sox 5-4. They had once trailed in this game 4-0, but got home runs from Miguel Andujar and Aaron Hicks to tie the game, to keep pace with the Red Sox, who once again have not lost 4 in a row all year, as they beat the Marlins 8-7 at Fenway Park. By the way, getting back to the Yankees, I heard the John Sterling call of Neil Walker's home run. P.U. Oh my God, what an awful call. John, you're losing your fastball. I mean, come on. Neil Walker, the home run corker? Seriously, you have some terrible home run calls. This one might be one of the worst. And then you don't even use the one that's obvious. Neil Walker walks it off. I mean, come on. How do you miss that one? How do you miss that? Neil Walker could walk around the bases. It's a home run. I mean, Neil the real deal. I mean, these are so much better than Neil Walker the home run corker. That and the Giancarlo Stanton home run call. Orioles, they won a second straight game, bashing the Blue Jays 12-5 as they got a big home run from Beckham. Indians beat the Twins 8-1. Another great start for Carlos Carrasco. Don't look now, but Carlos Carrasco might be gaining in the Cy Young race. I mean, Chris Sale is still the front runner, but if he misses the rest of the season, maybe Carrasco might finish good enough and put up some stats that he might deserve some consideration. A's continue to press the Astros, ending the Astros' 6-game winning streak with a 4-3 win in Houston. Meanwhile, the Seattle Mariners it was nice to think that they can make the playoffs for the first time in 17 years, but they're just about lost. It's about lost cause now. It's the A's continue to just win, and they just are treading water. Felix Hernandez is a shell of his former self, losing today in San Diego 2-1. I mean, these are games they just can't afford to lose, and they've not been good the last month and a half. Getting to the National League, another team that hasn't been very good lately is the Philadelphia Phillies, who are 6-13 over the last 19 games, and they just continue to get in their own way. Errors led to unearned runs. Aaron Nola today, he outpitched Max Scherzer again. Phillies had a 3-2 lead heading into the 9th inning. And then Anthony Rendon hits a 2-run homer. Nationals take a lead. They add another run, 5-3. Phillies battle back with 1. They have Vince Velasquez on second base as a pinch runner. And because I guess they didn't have any position players go out there, they put a pitcher out there, and pitcher's not used to being on base. High fly ball to center field. He tries to tag up. Left the base too early. Game over. I mean, the Phillies have just made... The Phillies have been silly. Flat out silly. And now the Braves are starting to put a gap between them as they beat up the Tampa Bay Rays, ending the Rays' 8-game winning streak with a 9-5 win. Elsewhere, the Reds won a slugfest against the Brewers 9-7. The Dodgers doubled up the Rangers 8-4. The Royals beat the Tigers 6-2. The Cardinals remain red hot, beating the Pirates 5-2. It was the Giants winning with a walk-off win to beat the Diamondbacks 1-0 in an absolute pitcher's duel. As the Rockies beat the Angels 3-2, we now have a tie atop the National League West between the Rockies and Diamondbacks. I tell you, the National League, the American League, we pretty much know the 5 teams are going to playoffs. It's going to be the Yankees. It's going to be the Indians, who won the Central Division by default. The Astros, the Red Sox, of course, Yankees, and the A's. I mean, unless the A's fall apart and the Mariners get back in it, I don't see any of those teams being different. National League, it's a different story. I think the only team you could say is a lock right now might be the Cubs. But the West, there's 3 teams for the West. The Braves have a little bit of a lead cushion right now on the Phillies. But the wild card is an absolute jumble. You got the Phillies, Rockies, and Dodgers, Brewers, Cardinals, all within a few games of each other. And so it's going to... September's a few days away, so it's going to be wild and woolly for the wild card in the senior circuit. Today's 3 stars are Carlos Carrasco, who struck out 11 with only allowing 4 hits in 7 2/3 inning as the Indians beat the Twins. Jose Peraza, who scored 4 runs as the Reds beat the Brewers. And Christian Yelich, who had 5 RBI in the same game and losing calls for Milwaukee. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Thor and Noah Syndergaard, who has not quite brought the thunder and lightning lately. I mean, maybe Warriors 3. or your 6 there. I mean, maybe that guy that guards the gate, but definitely not Thor. I mean, even he admits that he hasn't pitched well this year. And he's gotten some wins. And ironically, the Mets score more and support Thor more than they've scored DeGrom. If DeGrom got the support that Syndergaard's gotten this year, he'd probably be 16 wins right now. And speaking of Mets, we take a look back to 1998, when and many people don't know this, but Todd Frazier won the Little League World Series with Toms River, New Jersey. Yes, and check out the full story. You get to find out that he actually met Derek Jeter, and he took the position with Derek Jeter at shortstop. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports, looking back at the Toms River Little League World Series Championship from 1998. A great moment for New Jersey. And speaking of Todd Frazier, I finally got that BP pullover that the Mets botched, and they gave a voucher out and have you send away for it to make sure you get it. And okay, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, of course, you have the advertising patch on this side. It's got no name on the back, which is a little odd, but it's got his number 21. It's got a nice little zipper. Maybe if I lose enough weight, I'll actually be able to fit in it. That would be great, wouldn't it? You know, that's what sucks about free t-shirt night and one size fits all. I can't fit in any of this stuff. I want to wear it. I mean, some of it's nice. I wish I could wear this. Maybe one day I will. But the weird thing is, this patch. This patch does not match anything else. Everything else is iron-on. Iron-on sleeve. Iron-on Mets. But this patch is so ginormously large, it's obviously covering up something. I mean, if you look inside, I mean, this is so comical. It's like the flex tape there. You put the flex tape on there. It's like, I mean, you look over here, there's like some weird, like, you could tell there's something under here that they, like, pulled off and, oh, only the Mets. But, you know, you can get some quality shirts by going to the Tuma store and ordering one of our podcast stores. You got the Incompetent shirt and, of course, the Allow Me to Be Frank shirt. Both of them are able to be ordered. You can wear it while you listen to podcasts. And remember, listen to the podcast. SoundCloud, iTunes, we had Jerry Thornton, NFL Preview, and have a nice day.